What if I forgot what I was gonna say?
No, that was
Okay.
great. That was great. Let's
Okay,
talk.
found our topic, guys.
Let's dive deeper on that.
Can we just talk about the political and economic state of the world right now?
We're gonna take a detour.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Poopyheads podcast. Yup.
That was glorious. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
That was. I think that was the best one yet,
Thank you. Just like
considering it's the
that.
second one. The
Yeah.
first one was just yelling, so I mean that's a step up. How is everybody doing? I know we already talked about this off the podcast, but how's everybody doing?
I'm so tired.
You're tired. Why are you tired? Well, let's
It's so
dive
cold.
deeper on that.
It's so cold. The cold makes me tired. Therefore, I'm tired.
Kitties is here. I'm literally out in my living room. I'm gonna cuddle up with my kitty while we're doing this.
That's why Kiwi's so quiet. Okay. It's nice to be back, guys. And we can blame
Yeah.
Kiwi for this because Kiwi's the one that wanted to start a podcast. So, I mean, we can just blame Kiwi for all of this.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so bored. Oh, good kitty.
Gray, you're not banned from speaking.
Thank God.
Okay.
I never heard Gray be so quiet. I was like, it's like oddly quiet.
Bro, my dog is snoring so weirdly right now. She just
Oh,
did, like,
my
such a-
dog is not with me right now.
R.I.P.
No, not dead, but
Oh,
He's alive. Yeah, he's alive.
Frankler's not dead.
My
No,
bad.
no. As far as I know, he's not.
have you checked up on him recently? Or?
Oh my God,
I saw him like 5 minutes ago, so I'm assuming he's alive.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes.
This is true.
I didn't realize the nuke went off.
So I got I've made this a new rule. I guess it was a new rule or it was an old rule and then I broke it and now I'm trying to follow it again.
He was breaking rules.
That was
Why
I
would you
can
do that?
only buy one Sims hack a month. Right?
I've been living under a rule too.
Yeah.
I've been living under a rule too.
One Sims
Yeah.
pack a month. And so I bought my one for January today, and I got the Batu one. So that's like the Star Wars one, and I'm really disappointed. I feel like they had so much potential.
I thought we knew the Batu was bad though.
Well, yeah, thing is, I don't know. I still held out hope for it because I know nothing about it.
Yeah, no. It has very few things, but it's not a good pack overall.
Yeah, I think my thing with it is there was so much potential, but they didn't use that. And it's like, but the thing is, when I was playing through it, it's like literally I could recognize things from like Disneyland in real life, and that was so cool. And made me go, oh my god.
But
I've never played The Sims.
I've only ever played like
That's
the
a lie.
phone
I see your
version.
thing on Steam.
What?
On Steam, it says you played it.
Oh, I've opened it but never played it.
It says you
Sometimes
play
I
it for
make
1.2
myself on The
hours.
Sims to give myself a family.
Does it?
You have
I was
70
just gonna
minutes
skip over
played on
what Vero said. It's like one of the saddest things I've ever heard, and we just skipped over it.
Well, speaking of games, I want to talk about the fact that Gray has been playing
What?
Fortnite.
Yeah, like twice.
Yeah.
And then I haven't
actually-
touched it since.
Also
And
news,
both with me.
Yeah.
I played a Fortnite game all by myself.
I'm so proud
I'm
of
so
you.
proud of you.
Wait, no, because I'm gonna go,
I
Kiwi.
was so
Sorry.
scared, but I did it. I was all alone, and I joined a lobby.
How do you like Miku?
Miku's pretty good, thank you, Vero.
Okay.
No problem.
I'm so sad, guys. And the reason why I said Fortnite hates me is because the shark slippers that are in shop right now, I've been wanting them for so long, and now I'm the brokest I've ever been, and they're in
You
shop.
actually want the shoes for
I-
Fortnite skins?
I want the shark slippers. That's all I want. They're shark
Why?
slippers. They're shark slippers, and I love sharks.
Get like a shark skin. Like, I love freaking. There's a lot of cool things.
If
that
I
love.
can't
I'm
afford
gonna buy the
slippers, you think I
slippers.
can afford a skin?
You save up.
God forbid.
That's
No.
what I do.
Uh-uh.
Anywho,
didn't
yeah, I
know
just wanted those shark slippers. That's literally the only shoes I would ever buy, and they're in shop. And I'm a little brokey. It's okay though.
I don't like how recently, Ray has been denying the claims less and less. I feel like I feel like I was less fearful before then.
What are we talking
What?
about? What claim?
What?
Gray and Vero claims. Gray has been
Me and Gray
hating.
are not together.
Yeah, we are not.
But like Gray has been like playing into it a lot more recently, and it's scary because Gray usually never does.
It's Gray's
That's
I don't know.
gay.
no,
I don't.
Vero's gay.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kiwi. Because every time I'm in the room, I swear to God, they're like being gay.
I can.
No, we're not.
Okay, guys. Sure, bud.
They love each other so much that Gray started playing Fortnite for Vero. That's
Oh well,
That's
first of all,
actually
he bought
not.
me
I
something, so
I bought him Mecha Godzilla, and then he started playing with me.
so technically he bought my love. So
It's still love. You said the word love, therefore love.
yeah, bro love.
Sure.
just said that he bought your playing of the game. I don't know what word to use.
Kiwi, I bought you Miku,
You did, and I really appreciate
Yeah,
that. And
but there's
He bought
no
you
love
the-
there.
but like love in a
Yeah,
different
Vero
way.
hates you.
Yeah, I can't stand Kiwi.
But like love in a different way. I was gonna get Fortnite regardless of if you got me Miku.
Yeah, Vero bought you the blue hair, blue tie, freaking hiding your
Right.
Wi-Fi.
I
That's crazy.
Oh, I love Hatsune Miku. I am Hatsune Miku.
What was that? You hate Hatsune Miku?
That's what I heard.
I think I'm gonna call Hatsune Miku and tell her
Dude,
you haven't been eating your veggies.
Bro,
My manager makes me do a lot of side quests. She makes me do everything other than my job.
do you mean just like side work? Don't like servers have to do side work? Like they have to
No,
run?
she made me walk over to Kroger in the freezing cold,
That's
grab 8 bottles of 2-liter lemonade,
That's so
and
specific.
walk back.
For what reason?
We were running out of lemonade.
that's
You guys
crazy.
don't even make your own lemonade. I feel like I've been lied to.
They have the
Technically,
strawberry
I-
cheesecake, but I get it without the strawberry.
I don't like fruit on like my desserts. Like I like the flavor of fruit.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like on my desserts? Freddy
What?
Five Bear.
Well,
Oh.
that's actually pretty true considering that's not a food.
That's so scary.
That's a whole animatronic
One time
possessed
for
by a
my-
kid. So therefore, Vero, you say you want to eat a kid,
I
which is
don't
pretty
wanna
messed
eat a
up
kid.
in my
I
opinion.
don't want to eat a kid.
You heard it from here, folks.
I
Vero
don't
wants to
want
eat
it.
kids.
I said I don't want that on it.
Guys, Freddy Five Bear once was really mean to me and it really hurt my feelings.
Freddy Fazbear is real?
No, he was really mean to me.
I'm gonna
But,
tell
like-
Freddy
In the
Five Bear
game?
you weren't eating your vegetables.
No,
I'm,
he
call- I'm,
used
I'm
to
calling
tell me
Batman right now.
I
No.
gave Freddy Fazbear $5 because he
Is
asked
this
me
Batman?
to eat me up.
Vero hasn't been eating his veggies.
I have. I just don't like asparagus.
Freddy
What?
Five-
You said he has to eat his asparagus?
Batman,
Or
no.
or else you won't take him in your Batmobile?
Batman.
What? You said if he doesn't eat his veggies, what? You won't let him hit Black Cat?
Hit Black Cat. Who the fuck is
I mean, Catwoman?
Black Cat?
Black Cat is,
Spider-Man.
Sorry, how's it going?
We collide universes here.
Sound like an actual
Yeah.
black cat for a second. Like running over Black Cat. Like
You're not gonna let him run over a cat?
yeah, like that's the
That's one of Vera's pastimes.
I do that constantly. I see a stray
Oh.
cat in the road. I'm like,
Yeah.
the system's not coming to anyone today, and then I just run it over.
You seen the blue guys in Fortnite?
blue guys in Fortnite? What?
They're
little
little
blue slimy
spirits.
Oh, little tiny. Oh my god, I love those.
I
They're
hit
in the
them with the
game.
car
I
any
love
chance I get.
No, Vera's just on the way home from work. You hear it.
They're so cute.
What
I
was
just grab
that?
them, and then I run around with them and I hang out with them and they're like my best friend.
I think that's why you die.
That's probably it.
And it wasn't last time. I was actually doing good, but like I got scared and I
Yeah,
accidentally
Fortnite
ran-
is a scary game.
On Jod, you see that giant turtle?
You see that giant reptile that appears?
Oh, that too.
Oh my god. Wait, I need to talk about epic rap battles of history. The one where it's the Renaissance guys versus the turtles. That one is so good. I love that.
Rene
talking about-
Descartes!
Are you Renee Descartes? No, are you talking about Smosh and Good Mythical Morning and then the Ninja
Oh,
Turtles?
yeah, but it was on epic rap battles of history.
Wasn't Bill Nye on there, like, actually?
No, I don't think
Oh.
he himself was, but it was somebody acting
Bill
as
Nye.
him.
Versus, I think the epic rap battles of history. I feel like they've aged surprisingly well.
I don't believe you because it's not true. Have you seen the latest ones?
The latest, I think they've aged better than a lot of other things on the internet.
The older ones were better, in my opinion.
Oh, I'm not saying no, I'm saying the older ones have aged well, like since they were released.
Didn't know when to talk.
You can talk whenever.
Right now.
I don't know.
Failed.
I don't want
What's
to.
your hobby?
I like to paint, draw, tattoo, anything artsy.
That's
Are you too young to do one of those?
pretty swag.
No, you can get a tattoo kit on Amazon and tattoo fake skin.
You know what else
Oh,
you
I
can
thought
get
you
on
meant like
Amazon?
tattooing real
Freddy
quick.
Five Bear.
I'm gonna. I'm calling Batman again, bro.
No way, that's really cool.
I
Yeah.
want a tattoo of a snake going down my arm. Your favorite animal, bro.
Fuck you.
We can't do that here, bro.
Okay.
I need to get the left and right on my hands because I don't know my left and
Kiwi, that is concerning.
No, I'm just
No,
not
it's.
good. Like, I forget a lot.
I'll talk
Okay,
about some tattoos that I want.
Nobody cares about your tattoo.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm practicing tattooing because I want to be a tattoo artist, and I want to do that as my job. I want to open my own shop one day.
What's it
I
gonna be
think it'd be
called?
really.
Ghosties.
Vero isn't allowed.
Oh,
No.
that's the name of the place. Is that Vero isn't allowed?
What a creative name.
Yeah, I know.
That's a-
No, I don't know, but I don't know. I'd like to in the future. I think it'd be really cool. I love art and I love the idea of permanent art on your shit.
I'm gonna draw you a tattoo, and you're gonna get this tattoo. And
Me?
yes, it's just
No,
gonna be
no,
like
no.
a squiggly, like smiley face, and it's just gonna say, "Hi, my name is Vero."
No, you should draw me actually something good though.
I'm gonna draw you a smiley face, and it's gonna say, "Hi, my name is Vero."
Sorry.
Bro, you should get 3D glasses on like your butt cheek.
You should get a tramp stamp arrow that's
This is
3D
just gonna be a
glasses.
tramp stamp of my 3D glasses.
Yeah.
Hell
Wait,
yeah!
It would be amazing. It
I saw
would fit
this.
you.
I saw this Garfield tramp stamp on TikTok like a long time ago, and I aspire for that to be one of my first tattoos. I already have
Ghosty,
a
no.
I already have tattoos.
Is it Garfield tramp stamp?
No, but it's a Garfield tattoo.
I kind of want snake bite piercings.
I love my piercings.
I want snake bite piercings so bad.
I
I feel like I'd had fun just playing with them.
they are fun. I don't have snake bites, but piercings are fun.
Which ones are snake bites?
The one that
One's on the
goes
bottom.
on your lips.
The two at the bottom of your lips.
Yeah.
You didn't have those, Ghosty?
No, I have angel fangs. I have the
Oh,
ones that go to the top of my lip.
Yeah, because I remember I was talking about him at one point.
I like snakes.
Till I leave my school,
Anyways,
I get detention for having piercings.
dang. But I love my piercings so much,
Sleeve detention.
and I want more piercings so much to the fact that sometimes I have to stop myself from shoving a needle through my nose.
That's concerning.
I want piercings so bad.
I think you need to talk to someone.
For me,
It's
it's
okay.
like I'm like at the limit of as much piercings as I want right now. But I want at
Zero?
least like one tattoo.
At least.
And
Vero,
then,
you
I
should
want it to be like
Do
a
you have
little like a rose on my chest, like on my
Vero,
my left
I aspired to tat you up.
wrist.
I aspired to tat you up.
Can you
That's
tap me
concerning.
up? Vero is gonna be on the next part of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the next Trixie Mattel.
Hell
No.
no.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't even know who that is either.
Drag queen.
You know who else is a drag queen? Freddy Five Bear.
Anyways, I don't know how we got so off topic. I don't know specifically what I'd want to get, but I know like places where I want to get tattoos. I want to get a tattoo behind my ear, which guess what, guys? It's actually not painful. It's like one of the least painful spots. And then I think I want to get a sleeve. My dad has 2 sleeves, actually. He has a full shirt. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, me too. I'm wearing one right now.
He goes out in public like with no shirt on, but it looks like he has one.
It's like those people that do body art and then their
Yeah.
tibbies be hanging out.
No, but my dad has a lot of tattoos, but I want to get like a really cool, like also like I want to get a bunch of art on my legs, and then I want to sleeve at least 1 sleeve. My dad said if I were to ever do a face tattoo, he'd disown me, so that's out of the question, I guess.
It's crazy.
But I don't know, because there's been some cool neck tattoos I've seen, but I don't know if I'd do them. did you hear about that guy? I don't know if he's still alive. This is horrible
William
to say.
Afton?
No, but
Oh.
No, it's
he
William After.
Oh, sorry.
was. Anyways, he had terminal cancer,
Oh,
but instead of spending his life sulking around about his cancer, he decided to go travel the world and he'd meet people like random strangers and he'd get a matching tattoo with them and he would hear about their story and their life and so before he died, I don't know if he's dead, but I don't know. But I remember hearing about it and I was like, that's actually so cool. And I think it's so cool. Such little things can bring people together.
Lost one.
R.I.P. Kiwi.
yeah. She
Anyway.
she just said that she had to go for a second.
Anyways, it's one of my favorite things that I've heard. Like one of my favorite stories. I think about that a lot.
You know what I think about a lot?
Freddy
If you say
Fazbear.
Freddy
Fazbear.
Fazbear, I'm gonna kill myself.
No, that's cool. I think tattoos
Yeah.
are awesome.
Yeah, my dad pisses me off sometimes because when I was a kid, I grew up around religious people. My dad, my dad wasn't very religious, but my grandma was, and we lived with my grandma. So my dad was too scared to stand up to his mom. I think I don't know, but so my grandma would like be whispering in my ear, and she used to tell me like to get mad at my dad for having tattoos. So as a little kid, I'd be mad at my dad for having tattoos, which kind of funny now. But now I talk about wanting to be a tattoo artist with him, and I talk about like tattoos I'd want, and he's like, "When you were a kid, you didn't like me having tattoos." Yeah, because I was a little kid and couldn't think for myself.
Yeah,
Gosh,
because fucking grandma was shoving shit down my throat.
literally,
Right?
and I just think it's so funny, and I want to smack him every time he says it. Oh, I was also gonna say when I said I wanted to shove needles through my nose, I realized a lot of people don't have the same experiences as me. I think my freshman year, there was like, it was bad. There was a lot of teenagers just piercing themselves in my school. And you could walk into like a school bathroom and there'd be someone like shoving a needle through their nose or something. And I have a bunch of videos of people getting pierced in the bathroom, but I never did it because I was like, fuck that. But I had a friend pierce himself with a corkscrew.
That is a terrible way to get a piercing.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think I could ever be that bad, but
That's more damage than style.
yeah.
Hey, that's how you get infected.
Yeah. Anyways, I've personally never pierced myself, but I have tattooed myself.
I have not.
But if my dad asked, I didn't.
I'll be like, yo, Ghosty didn't do that shit. And he'd be like,
Yeah.
damn, that's fire.
They totally. Ghosty totally doesn't have a Garfield tattoo.
I
What?
got
Welcome back, Kiwi.
phone edition, by the way.
I hear that.
I
Did you
hear
know
that,
Ghosty
but
has a Garfield tattoo?
What? No, she doesn't.
I legally don't.
What are you talking
What?
about?
I didn't hear anything. Wait, what happened?
What?
Wait, what did Grace say?
You can watch it on the podcast
You
later.
can find out when it comes out.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Alright.
Dragon Ball Z.
Great. What are your hobbies?
I love how we're just not gonna tell Kiwi now. Okay.
What are your hobbies, Great?
Voice acting.
You're pretty ball yours.
Hire him! Hire Gray!
Uh-huh.
Singing.
Uh-huh.
Sing
Being
something
a
for us.
nerd.
Sing something for us. Kiwi.
No.
Yeah, sing Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Fly me to the moon.
Oh, damn.
Let me
You're
play.
good at this shit, Loki.
Wow.
Among the stars. Let me see what Jupiter's like. Wait.
That was looking really good.
Until he said, let me see what Jupiter's like.
I like Pokemon card collecting.
Yeah,
Which
you're
it
a
isn't
nerd.
fun anymore because all these like 30-year-old men stealing
Little
like the booster
gremlins.
packs as soon as they come out.
Ugh,
Gremlins.
I have such great memories with Pokemon cards. I used to swindle kids out of really good cards.
I sold
used
all
to-
mine for fidget spinners, so
I actually
I
hate you for
also
that, Vero.
scammed kids with fidget spinners too. I'd buy those cheap LED ones, trade them for really
okay,
cool.
I
yo,
just,
see,
like-
jokes on you. Those things were low key cool as hell.
Yeah, but I got better ones. I got one time best trade I ever made. I got like a $7 LED fidget spinner, and I traded it for like a $30 metal fidget spinner, and I still have that thing today, and it's still in really good
I think I
condition.
have like
Guys,
20 right now.
I'm like scared to say that I have one in my hand right now.
A fidget spinner? That's crazy. You know those magnetic rings, like those fidget
Yeah.
things? I have those in my
Yeah.
hand right now.
You know the ones. You know
You know
the
what I
two
have in
ones?
my
You know the two ones that you throw up and they make like the bzz sound and like
Oh,
they
you're talking
vibrate
about
sort of.
the beans.
Yeah, the little black stones that are like bean shaped, I think.
Yeah, I know
You
what
know
you're
what's
talking
in
about.
my hand?
Freddy Five Bear.
You know what else is massive?
Low.
Fin.
Just the whole rest of the podcast talking about the low taper meme.
Let's not
And how
do
massive
that.
it is.
Oh my gosh, the craziest thing happened today.
What happened today?
It's not that crazy. Now that I think about it, it's
Crazy.
not that crazy.
How crazy.
But
I like collecting retro games, and I like collecting actual swords.
I like collecting your mom.
Okay.
That's called human trafficking, which we don't support.
Oh, I meant like in,
Yeah.
in like
Come
a
on,
way
Kiwi,
to like.
be better. No, Kiwi, be better.
Okay.
No, it's
Dang.
You heard it
it's
here
with
first, folks.
consent,
Kiwi
trust.
supports human trafficking.
Say
It's with-
no to
no,
human
no,
trafficking.
wait, guys, let me defend her. She
You're the
said with
next
consent.
Elon Musk.
Let me
With
defend human
consent.
trafficking.
No, I steal her love because she loves me so much.
You're stealing from an old woman? I called your mom old.
Hey, she.
Wow,
Hey.
you called Grace Mom old.
I have hobbies. You guys want to hear about my hobbies?
Is it saying?
Yeah.
Yes, Pharaoh.
It's not saying the N word, surprisingly. But
What?
my hobbies are like just playing games, like whether it be
Wow.
like okay, my bad,
Vero,
dog.
that's my hobby, but I was trying to not be basic.
I'm trying. Let me fucking talk, you dipshit. I like
No.
playing games with like Ray and like the rest of you guys. and
Aww.
Guys, notice how he said my name?
then and then I said the rest of you guys. You guys aren't as important
Yeah,
as Gray.
That's okay. Pharaoh doesn't really play games with me anyway, so.
We played a prop hunt game for like 2 hours.
That
Anyway,
was so fun. That was so fun.
That was
I
so
like-
stupid.
I like making videos.
stupid.
I like recording and editing.
Really? I never knew
videos.
that.
But I also really like music, whether it be like making it or
Whoa.
singing or just listening in general.
Vero, where's the song with the anime woman fighting?
That doesn't exist. The song Battle Symphony is out, but
Oh, I
no.
Oh my gosh,
um,
wait, guys. Pharaoh one
I
time
like-
made
I
a
like my
song
music.
off of my suggestion. That was
I-
really cool.
Vero,
do that.
who's the female in that song?
It's Pharaoh.
No,
yeah.
it is not.
It's Pharaoh with the voice changer. You know what's
I
funny?
actually-
I
know
know
what
what
song
it
you're
is. I
talking
know what
about.
it is.
I haven't even.
I
swear
know
to
what it is
God,
also.
It's probably B.
I know what
It's
it
not-
is. Pharaoh literally told you.
It actually isn't. Like he showed me the isolated bit.
He
I'm
showed
gonna-
me too.
Bro, am I gonna walk up to and be like, hey, do you voice for
You're
their
gonna
song?
And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gonna be like, yeah, this guy
You're
hit
just-
me up.
You're just name dropping a random girl to everyone.
No,
Is
It'd
what
be
this
different
looks
if I said her last name.
I'll say it. and-
Haktua! Spit on the thing.
But no, I like
I
like
hate
doing
that
that.
meme with
I like
all my life.
making I like making music, and I think it's really nice. It allows me to have like complete control over stuff, whether it even just be
Wow.
using packs or using some samples and then putting some packs on top of it. It's just
I think you need a
Whatever I want.
therapist based on what you just said.
what?
What? Q, I think you're the one who needs a therapist.
What did I say?
You condone human trafficking. We don't do that here.
What did I
Am
say?
You
Am I-
said it makes you feel in control of stuff.
Yeah, it allows me to have some control. Because like
Kiwi,
sometimes whenever
Kiwi,
you're just sitting there and then
what-
you're like, wow, the world just kind of just happens and then
Yeah.
I'm here.
Kiwi, you
This is
play The
bad
Sims.
statement.
You're in control there.
Yeah, you have a god
Um,
complex, Kiwi.
Yeah.
Aw.
Wait. Am I
I
allowed
just-
to play?
I just
Am I-
play The Sims to make them have
To
fun
make them.
outfits.
Kiwi,
So you're
Yeah.
in control of their outfits.
Kiwi, you have full control over whether or not they woohoo or not.
I
Gibagabu.
try not to touch that stuff.
Sure.
Gibagabu.
I
Why do you
give
think
them-
Kiwi's time is so high in that game? She's constantly clicking woohoo. She sits there for hours like
Ah.
another one.
So that's what it looks like.
Damn, that blurs in real life too. That's crazy.
I actually have been running into an issue where I keep forgetting people of the same sex can't have kids. I keep forgetting that little bit. And then I realize, oh, I guess these Sims will just never have children.
You can make
I
a
guess I'll be
science
alone
baby.
forever.
You can make a science baby. They can still have kids.
Oh, wait, I forgot about the science babies.
Yeah,
What?
me too.
Last time I made a science baby, though, they I got taken away by the government.
You
Like
made a
immediately
baby? What?
in The Sims. In The Sims, I made a science baby.
Congrats, Kiwi.
And then
I'm glad it went well.
they completely took it away, and I was really sad because they didn't even let me name it or anything.
Hmm.
And I never saw that baby again. I never figured out what happened to it.
Alright.
Hmm.
R.I.P. baby.
It's like sometimes like
Yeah.
the Grim Reaper will just come in and you're like, wait a minute, wait. I don't want him to die yet, and you're just watching
No,
the Grim Reaper
sometimes
take your
sometimes the
character.
Grim Reaper. No, because sometimes the Grim Reaper just comes to chill out, and it scares the hell out of me. And I'm like,
It
what are you doing
does.
here?
I've played
And
The
we just have
Sims
a
like
nice
twice.
chat. And we were like best friends forever.
Guys, I'm low-key playing Subway Surfers right now.
Thank you,
Subway
Ghosty, for
Surfers.
focusing on the podcast.
Are you watching like a Family Guy's clip next yet?
No.
You got
No,
like
I
some
have
of those like cutting slime videos with the
It's
Brook and
okay as
Jubal
long as you're
show in the
watching.
background.
I actually hired a personal chef just to cut slime right next to me. And then I got Family Guy on my TV, and I'm playing Subway Surfers while listening to the
Yeah, as long
podcast.
as you're watching slime being cut and a Family Guy clip, then like you're okay to do it. But if you're not, that's not okay. Like you can't be doing that.
What?
Yeah,
That made
that was
sense.
pretty poggers. That was a great sentence.
Oh,
Oh, it
everything
made so
poggers,
much
bro.
sense. I feel so sad now.
I had to like process what Kiwi said because that genuinely just hurt me.
I genuinely didn't process one word.
My hobby is drawing.
Art and
Play. Talking with Ghosty on occasion.
An occasion.
That's a whole hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just I allocate an entire chunk of my day to it, so I count it as a hobby.
Ghosty, how do you feel? You're important.
I'm blushing.
I breathe sometimes.
I sleep.
That is
One of my
actually kind
favorite
of
hobbies
crazy.
is sleep.
Yeah.
You guys
I'll drink
know, I
water
didn't
once
know.
in a while.
I didn't know you did pottery.
Oh yeah. Well, not pottery. I don't have like the kiln and stuff, and I don't have a
Well,
pottery
it's
studio to
still
go to.
pottery if you mess around with clay.
Oh
But
yeah, I'll make
this
like
is
I
I have
make
a
like
perfect,
sculptures and stuff, and
that's
like
so cool.
yeah.
For school, I'm a president of the pottery club,
Oh,
and
that's so cute.
yeah, and today we have to do this thing where the 8th graders come to the high school because they're gonna be freshmen next year, and they have to do like a tour, and then they sign up for a bunch of ceramics. Not ceramics, they just sign up for a bunch of clubs. But we were swarmed by 8th graders. My booth was swarmed by 8th graders, and it was low-key scary. And
They
I had
want to be quirky and unique.
and I had to keep repeating what like my little speech that I had was. I had to keep repeating it, and I got compliments on my piercings. That was cool. And then they had to do this thing where they had to get their lanyard signed showing that they talked to people in the club.
No.
And so I had to sign a bunch of lanyards. So I felt really famous too. It was really cool.
Yeah,
But it was
you
also
have my
scary.
autograph. Now you have my autograph. Now you
But
can
it,
have it.
but it was also really scary because 8th graders scare me. All little kids scare me unless they're like preschool.
You personally
Wow.
or you personally know them, right?
Sometimes they still scare me.
Do
Kiwi,
I
But
you
scare
scare
you?
us.
yeah, no, I gotta know them like really well.
When I was still in school, because I'm an old man, there was a lot of times where I would like be napping in school, right? But like my teachers wouldn't get mad at me when I was napping because I did it strategically. But the only thing I had to worry about when I was sleeping was whenever I was like actually like dead asleep with my arm on my desk and everything, I would make a noise and wake myself up from that noise. Like sometimes I go like, and then I'd kind of get up real quick. And then everybody would be like looking at me for a second. I'd be like, damn, that was crazy. Y'all hear that too? What was that all about?
I wonder what that was
Or
about.
sometimes I would wake myself up by going, just
And
inside.
then
Be
you
like,
go,
shit. I'd be like, yeah, I was yawning, man. I don't know what that was. I was perfect at sleeping in classes. And my teachers were
I
like,
have.
my teachers were always like scared because they were like, well, he's like sleeping in class, and other kids would be like, why the hell is he sleeping in class? Why are you letting him get away with that? And he goes, well, for some reason he still got good grades in this class. So I don't really want to say anything to him. And I was like, yeah, hell yeah.
I want to sleep in my math class. I always get so sleepy in it, and I can't stop myself from getting sleepy.
There's nothing stopping you from sleeping.
I know there is, because there's like, the thing is like how our desks are set up. It's like so obvious, and she literally, I don't know how I fall asleep though, because she literally like does everything in her power. She's so high energy, and she's like constantly speaking like at us and stuff. Only that, like the second I leave my math class, I'm suddenly like wide awake again, and like I could like stay awake. But like in that class specifically, it's such a bad issue though, to the point where like I'll literally be sitting in my chair and my head will fall back, and then I'll wake myself up with the action of my head falling back.
Well, I mean, is it like a subject you don't like or what?
It's a subject I don't like, but like I've never had issues staying awake and like paying attention this badly before.
Huey, you're not gonna like what I'm about to say, but you're growing up.
What?
But but the thing is this is like a new thing also.
Yeah,
like this is super.
You're growing up.
It might also be because I'm retaking the level of math I already took last year, so I already know everything.
I could also have a great deal of reasoning
But like
behind it.
I have to interact and prove I'm like cool and stuff.
You're cool?
I hope so.
Don't worry, Kiwi. You're part of the Poopyheads podcast. The first episode did better than one of my latest videos on my normal account. So, yeah.
I was
it
gonna say
did
something
good.
really.
Andrew, how do
say
you
something
feel about
really mean.
Who's Your Daddy?
Fuck you. That video
I was about to
shouldn't
say
have been
something. I was about to say something really mean.
Say something really mean right now.
Aw.
I said it got 10 likes.
The podcast?
Yeah.
No, I think I got like 4.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
I feel
check real
bad.
quick. Let me check.
Um,
Let's look at this live. We got
I have
6
a-
subscribers. We got 4 likes
Wow.
and
One of
40
those
views.
One of
Pretty
those
sure.
subscribers is me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Really?
4 of those subscribers is all of us.
That's crazy.
Really?
Who told you that?
I have a funny school story.
Let's hear it.
Go
Go
it happened
for
at elementary school. It's not
Go on
that
and tell
funny,
it.
but
Hurry up.
okay, bro.
Say it.
No, I don't. No, I just feel stupid. It was at elementary school, and I hated this kid so
Me too.
bad. I still hate this kid.
Me
Not gonna
too.
name drop, but
His name is
fuck that guy. Yep. Anyways, and I remember this kid was like, I think there was something wrong with him mentally, like genuinely, like I think he had something wrong with him. But I remember he was like really paranoid, and I was forced to sit next to him, and I was really mad. And so sometimes I would shake the desk, but not to the point where he could see. I'd shake it with my legs, and then I'd go, dude, do you think it's an earthquake? And then he'd freak out thinking it was an earthquake. And one time I shook the desk really bad to the point where he freaked out and crawled under the desk.
You're an
And she was
asshole.
like,
That
she
is
was like,
actually
what are you
insane.
doing? And I hated this guy so mad. And I had a good reason to hate him though. I genuinely did. He would bully like a bunch of kids, and he like would threaten to like
Why was he so
kidnap
scared of an earthquake if he was a bully?
little
Bullies
bitches,
aren't
you know?
scared of earthquakes.
But he threatened to kidnap one of my friends once because he was so obsessed with her.
That's a little suspicious.
Yeah,
A little
no,
bit.
he wasn't a good kid. I remember he was in elementary school, and he was like was in the court system.
Damn.
And he had to do like a bunch of like community service all the time. And I remember he got expelled from like 5 schools. So
Dang.
I
Were you
hated
friends
this
with him?
kid. No,
You should have been friends with this.
no, I hated that guy so
You
much.
should have
to
been
the
friends
point
with him
where
in case he ever went off the rails. You'd be like, yeah, remember when I warned you about them earthquakes? Yeah, we're on the same side here.
Imagine he stays awake at night thinking about that.
He's like, that fucking asshole. She faked a
And then, like I said, I think I said earlier, I used to scam a lot of kids during recess. I was a little swindler because I grew up in the middle of nowhere, but fuck nowhere, okay?
Butt fuck.
So, not many kids they'd have the stuff because they heard it was cool, but they didn't know anything about it
Weed.
because they didn't have access to the internet to know about it. You know what I mean?
Weed.
No.
Yeah.
But so I used to swindle a lot of kids out of Pokemon, and we got Beyblades banned at our school.
Baby.
I love Beyblades. I think I might have gotten them banned at my school on accident too. But they were just so cool. Like those were awesome, you know?
You know what else is
Yeah.
awesome? Freddy Fazbear.
Okay.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Anywho, but yeah, so I used to swindle a lot of
Yeah.
kids. And one time I swindled a kid into giving me like a limited edition trading card with a competition, like a professional like Pokemon competition player, a signature on it. I'm sure it was worth a lot, but I lost it because I was also in elementary school. But
Freaking dummy.
neither does the kid that I got it from have it, so
I bet he thinks about that at night and is so ashamed of himself because I would be.
Oh,
I think about it. I'm like, how did I lose that?
when I was growing up, I had a thing about like action figures. Like I loved my action figures. Like they were fucking dope as shit. Like I'd play with
How
them all the time.
much?
And then one time I'm in the bathroom, like the actual bathroom, and I'm like really little. I think like maybe second or grade or something like that. Anyway, like I'm in the bathroom. I'm like taking a shit. And then fucking some kid comes in and he's got his action figure. And this motherfucker drops it on the ground. And for some reason in my head, I'm like, quick time event. I have to grab that and run. And so I grabbed his action figure and fucking bolted out of the bathroom and just stole it from him. And I still have it to this day.
That's so crazy.
That's horrible.
This poor kid.
Do you ever like
dropped his
stay up
action
at night? Do you ever like stay up in the middle of the night and you're like, why? Why would I do that?
And he's still cool. He's as cool as the day I got on that dirty bathroom floor.
Did you wash it?
I did. I washed it.
Good, because I was about to say.
Okay, I want to talk about my elementary school. Hey guys, I got a new high score in Subway Surfers.
Okay.
um, anyways, in elementary school, one kid, I was friends with this kid. He was really sweet, but he was okay, not many, but but he was really sweet, and I feel bad that we made fun of him back then. But it was just too funny not to. He was like a sweet kid.
Was he cute?
But I guess no.
Oh.
But he just didn't like. He was into different stuff, and so he'd do a
Ooh.
lot of stuff that like all these small town conservative people thought were weird. And I low-key thought were a little weird. But I remember one day he was sat in like the back of the class because he was like being disruptive. And so my other friend, he like taps me on the shoulder and he's like, look behind you, look what is doing. And we look behind us and he's taped 2 glue sticks to a hand sanitizer bottle. And I kid you not, he's flying it around like a rocket. He's going, we're in 4th grade, by the way, doing this. And we thought it was the funniest shit ever because it wasn't even his hand sanitizer. And he's sitting there in the back of the class. And I still think about that. And I was like, I feel so bad for making fun of him because Loki, do what you want. I wish I could still just do that and not be looked at weird.
I used to make fun of this kid on the school bus. I had a little crush on this girl back whenever I was really young. Yeah, I know Vero had game back then. She liked me too, but we never did anything because we were in like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
But no, like we were aware of each other's existence essentially. But there was this.
You could
kid
phrase
on
that
our
a lot
bus.
better.
There was this kid on our bus back when we were in like 3rd grade, and he was kind of annoying. He was like really smart, like a Poindexter essentially, like the living embodiment of the nerd emoji. And he would talk on the bus, and for some reason, me and her came up with this brilliant idea and said, "Every time you talk, you owe us $100." And we just tormented this kid. Anytime we would talk, we'd be like, "That's another one." We kept count of how much he quote unquote owed us on the bus.
So horrible.
We just kept doing that over and over.
Oh
and
my
then
god.
and then she ended up moving away, and then I moved, and I was like, damn, I'm never gonna see her again. We can't make fun of that guy anymore.
Okay,
But I just remember
Aw.
that.
I don't know if anyone else has any stories, but I totally like forgot about my greatest school story, and I don't know if anyone wants to go first, but
Was it Freddy Fazbear?
my story does not
Freddy.
disappoint. I promise.
Freddy was. Did Freddy Five Bear go to the Pizza Maria and you went on Freddy Five Bear and he went and did the Five Nights at Freddy's dance?
I don't want to be mean, but you guys definitely ruined that joke for me.
Freddy
Does
Fazbear.
anyone else have any stories?
Not right now.
Okay.
No.
Then let me tell you about the time I threw a kid's backpack out the window.
What the fuck?
Elementary school was kind of wild. Not gonna lie, I made my funniest stories back then.
Yeah,
Still
I
hate
told it
it.
to kids.
I promise this wasn't on purpose, and I wasn't as mean to kids. I wanted a little revenge for all the bullying that happened in elementary school. But so it's like a lot of build up is like I hated this girl, but I didn't do it on purpose. Okay, I just happened to hate the girl that I did it to.
Oh.
Well,
But she was like, I think she was my age, but she got held back so much to the point she was in first grade, I think. But I was in like third grade, but she got held back like 2 years. So shout out to her.
Shout out to her. You bullied her. What do you mean?
I didn't bully her.
You
She bullied
bullied her.
me.
You threw
He
her
bullied
backpack out a
me.
window.
Okay, well, let me explain. So one day we're on our way home, and I'm just so tired. I want to go home. I hate school. Um, and next thing I know, I something was thrown at me, and I was like, okay, what the fuck? Okay, and so I look, and it's this girl's backpack, and she's like, throw it back to me, throw it back. That's my impression, by the way.
Oh,
um,
that's not what she sounded like? Damn, I had vivid imagery in my mind.
I know. Anyways, and the window above her, like it's a school bus, and the window above her is like wide open.
Mhm.
And I did not
Mhm.
have hand-eye coordination one bit. I could not throw a ball to save my life back then. So I throw it back.
What?
Not in that way. I threw the backpack back at her, and it goes perfectly. I kid you not. It was like it was meant to go out that window. It perfectly, like, barely fit through the window, but it beautifully slid out. And we're on the highway because the school's so far away. Because I lived in a small town. The school was so far away. We had to like drive on a highway. And so we're driving fast, and the backpack just goes whoosh.
You could have killed a passerby.
that's actually hilarious. That's so good.
I'm
I
sitting
bet
there
you she
like,
was like looking at it for a second before she started yelling. She was like,
no, I'm sitting here and she didn't realize for a good minute. I'm sitting here and I'm like frozen. And she goes, what? Like, where did my backpack go? And
look behind you.
like out the window. And she's like, why would you do that? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. And then, after that, I was such a sensitive little kid. I didn't mean to, and I still wanted to be this girl's friends, even though she bullied me all the time. So I felt really bad, and I'm getting yelled at by a bunch of teenagers, and I'm in like third grade, mind you, and I'm getting yelled at by a bunch of teenagers, and I'm sitting there, and I curl up in a ball, and I start crying. I get home.
They're getting
Get
pissed at
home.
you, and you're like, "Ha, well, she ain't got no backpack anymore." So
Yeah, and since I got yelled at by all these teenagers, I thought I was in trouble, because I knew it was an accident, but I got yelled at, so I thought I was in trouble. And so I didn't want to go inside, so I sit there and I cry out in my yard. It's a small town, like I said, so it's like you can cry in your yard and your neighbors don't look at you like you're a weirdo.
well,
But I'm sitting there and I'm crying outside, and I kid you not, this girl's mom shows up at my house and starts yelling at me. And I'm home alone. I'm a third grader. I'm home alone, and this grown ass woman is yelling at me. And she starts yelling at me and she grabs my wrist and like starts yanking me around. And then I'm like, I scream. She lets go. I run inside and I'm like bawling my eyes out still because I'm in 3rd grade. And so I like pull my dresser back and I hide behind my dresser and my mom gets home and she like starts screaming for me. And I thought my mom was mad because she found out what happened. But my mom was worried because she didn't know where I was. And so I hid behind my dresser because I thought she was mad. And she found me and I told her what happened. My mom was pissed that woman came to the house and yelled at me. My mom was so pissed.
I would be too.
Yeah, but then my mom's like, it's not your fault. And they're like, you have to buy a new backpack if it's not found. They found the backpack, by the way, perfect condition, nothing ruined. um, but then the mom wanted me to apologize. She wanted me to apologize in person, and my mom goes, "Fuck that! You don't have to do shit. It was an apology. You don't need to apologize. You apologize on the bus, and it was an accident. Like the mom shouldn't have handled it that way." My stepdad though loves the guy, but dude, but he goes, "No, you go apologize to that kid because I have to see her mom at the gas station. I don't want to deal with her shit."
Oh, fuck you, stepdad.
So he forces me to get in the car, and I drive to her house, and I knock on the door, and I'm so fucking pissed, dude. And I look her up and down, and I go, "Sorry for throwing your backpack out the window." And she was like, "Yeah, okay." And I was like, I was so pissed. We get back in the car, and I'm like, "Fuck you, dude." I was standing my ground.
Okay.
But then my mom the next day made like a bunch of no-bake cookies for me to give to this girl. But no, she wasn't in 1st grade. She was in kindergarten. She got held back 3 years.
Wait, this was all in kindergarten?
No, she was my age in kindergarten.
Oh.
I was in 3rd grade. And the only reason why I remember her being in kindergarten is because my mom made me make cookies for her. I brought them to school, but kindergarten was only every other day, so the girl wasn't there. I ate the cookies and I handed them.
Shit.
I handed out the cookies to everyone, and I ate the cookies.
Shit,
and
man, I would have ate the cookies right in front of my mom. I'd be like, hell no, I'm not gonna give that bitch my shit. Hell no.
Lucky never planned to give them to her, but her not being on the bus was like a sign that I shouldn't. And so I was like, "Fuck you." I ate the cookies, and my mom goes, "Did you give her the cookies?" And I said, "Yes." And then when I saw her the next time, I said, "Mom, I was supposed to give you cookies, but you weren't here, so you don't deserve them." I was pissed. And
fuck you, you weren't on the bus.
Yeah, and so, but she was a little asshole to me. Anyways, kids are mean, okay?
Kids are cruel.
But then I kid you not, like 5 years later, I saw her in like a different state, a whole different state, and I see this girl, and she looks at me, and she's like, "Hi, sorry for everything I did in elementary school." And I said, "Don't ever talk to me ever again."
She goes, "Yeah, I made cookies, but you weren't here," and you're like, "Oh."
Anyways, that's my fun little story. I don't know why I totally spaced on that one. That's one of my greatest elementary school stories.
That's crazy.
I don't know what to say.
You terrorized a poor kindergartner.
I didn't! She was my age! She was just stupid!
You know,
Me.
35 there.
I hate that joke now. I hate it.
Anyways, you got anything?
Huh?
You got anything?
I guess there was like this girl who like I was in TK.
Sure.
And so, out on the playground one day, and I had this girl, she was my best friend at the time. Well, as best friends as you could be with like someone as a TKer,
Sure.
So she was my best friend. Her name was Andrea. She had blonde curly hair. She was real nice and stuff. But there was this family. Now, apparently, years later, when I like went back to talk to like my sister and mom about this story, they're like, "Oh yeah, all the kids in that family kind of like tried to bully other kids and had a few issues." And I say tried to bully because you'll see, it just like wasn't even. It was like successful, but it wasn't at the same time. So I'm out there.
Sure,
I
sure.
would play Power Rangers on the playground every day and stuff.
That's
And at
cool.
the time, because I was a TKer and I was simple-minded, I was always the pink Power Ranger because I like pink.
Hell yeah.
As you
Yeah.
should.
One day, this is unrelated, but one day, like, she picked the pink Power Ranger, even though I'm always a pink Power Ranger. And she was, like, there, like, once a month,
Kill that
basically.
bitch.
Yeah, she was, like, only there once a month, too. So it was literally, like, I had to be the yellow Power Ranger. And I was literally, like, Joseph was, like, just be the yellow Power Ranger. I was like, Joseph, I don't think you understand what's at stake here. Anyways, that's unrelated. But we were playing Power Rangers this day, I think. So me and Andrea were just going about and stuff, whatever. What happens is so there was like this pre-K building and then like a playground, and this was like a younger kid playground. So pre-K through like TK, we all had different like break times, but we all played on the same playground.
What's
But like
TK?
TK is
I'm glad
transitional
I'm not the.
kindergarten.
I just thought I was like really stupid, and so I just kind of went along with it. Thank you
TK
for asking.
So TK is like a grade. I don't know if it exists ever. I don't know. I was
Doesn't exist here.
at the school I
More
went to at the
here.
time. Well, yeah, it doesn't exist in some school. It's like really random. But at the school I went to at the time, my class was the first ever class to be a TK class at the school. Like we were the first ever TK class.
Wow.
So this was like a new thing when they did it and stuff. So like my sister was never went through it and stuff, and my little brother did, but we were going to different school at that point. But so it's like between pre-K and kindergarten. I don't know. It's like a transitional period. I don't know. But so we're playing and we're out on the playground and we're at the very front of the playground. Now the playground's connected to like the pre-K building where the teachers are usually in. And
Yeah. That was,
Wow. Truly amazing.
that's some high quality content on that.
I love that my funniest stories were just me accidentally tormenting kids.
okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right, sorry, my mom came in.
Shout out, mom.
Shut up,
She's gone
Mom.
now. Anyways,
We should
but
get a podcast
basically,
episode with our moms.
Yeah.
Mom cast.
so the pre-K teacher was my pre-K teacher was also my TK teacher. So like I knew this lady and stuff. And like I was a goody two shoes kid. I was the opposite of Ghosty. Let's put it that way. As a
Wow.
kid.
Wow.
I was a goody two shoes. Believe it or not, I was a goody two shoes. I lived in a small town, so if you did one thing bad, you were known as a bad kid.
And
Aw,
she
that's
was told to
Well, I
give
was
cookies to a bitch, so her mood changed.
Yeah, I was a super good kid, and also when I was like really little, I was like I don't know for some reason, but as like a little kid, I was like super uber religious.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know. I know the thing is, I was so devout to the point where like every night I would like say a prayer to God, say a prayer to like a specific saint, and then say a prayer to my dead grandmother.
Wow.
I never did that. I mean, I
I
would
don't
sit in
know.
my bed
I
sometimes and
never
I'd be like,
even.
if there is
I
a
never
God, and
even
then I'd
like.
ask for a specific sign. Like, if there's a God, then let there be an ice cream truck tomorrow. And then I just go
I
to
would
sleep.
no. I would ask for God to let me be able to open the gummy snacks because I couldn't open them as a kid.
Kiwi was
I
like,
used
God,
to-
if you're really up there, let me be the pink Power Ranger tomorrow.
when I used to lose stuff in my room, I used to pray to God him to lead me to find it.
God, I can't find my fucking stylus.
Sometimes I just close my eyes and then I'd look at a random place and I was like, guys, God's
God?
real. I found it.
God, I found that nickel.
So,
Yeah.
so also yeah. So the detail Catholic school and stuff. So like
Mhm.
we're in uniforms and all that jazz or
Yes.
whatever. But I don't think that's relevant in this story. But so I go up. We're like directly in front of where the teacher would come out. So like this teacher knew I was like a super uber like religious kid and like super nice and super like goody two shoes and stuff. Like I was so shy. I was extremely shy. Like I stuck to my people. So
Mhm.
I see this random girl. I don't remember anything about her except like I don't know. I think if someone asked me to draw her or like asked me to point out a picture of her from years ago, I think I could. Because like I remember her so specifically. One thing I remember precisely was she wasn't wearing the uniform, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I remember. And and she was wearing something purple. That's something super specific I remember. And I think her family had a Spanish last name, I want to say, but I could be wrong.
Thank you for letting us know she has a Spanish last name. Something purple.
These were important things to me at the time, right? But basically, so she pushes down my friend Andrea, literally right in front of the preschool building where my teacher was like inside at the time talking to another teacher. Now I go and I'm like, I don't really say anything to her. I just kind of walk past her. Like I see my friend on the floor and I go, oh, I'm gonna go help her up. So I'm going over to my friend. I'm outreaching as I'm reaching out my hand to like grab her hand and help pull her up and stuff. The teacher comes out and this oh my god, this girl literally goes, Kiwi pushed down Andrea.
Damn.
While I was mid
What a bitch. What
helping,
a fucking bitch.
yeah, no, but at the same, I was in the middle of helping Andrea stand up. Like literally, our hands were interlocked. I was like, she was still on the ground. Our hands had just interlocked, and I was about to pull her up. Like literally, we were both so shocked. I'm pretty sure she ended up getting up on her own. Like I didn't even end up helping her up because we were so confused. And it was so like this teacher had known me in preschool, and now she knows me in TK, and she knows I'm a super nice kid. And Andrea is also like, that isn't what happened. She pushed me. Like this other girl pushed me. Like that's what happened. And my teacher literally went, no, that's not what happened. Like, but she went, you don't have to lie just because you think she's your friend.
That's so crazy, dude.
Like, no, like me as a, I would have been like, this was TK. So I would have been like 4 years old, I think. Yeah.
Hey.
Damn.
Yeah, because I was 2 years old in daycare, 3 years old in pre-K, and then in TK I was 4. So I was literally 4 years old. And this girl I was literally 4 years old. And my teacher looks at me and goes, "No, she's manipulating you." Basically, she basically looked at the other girl and went, "You don't have to defend." And like this teacher, I know her super well. I was like, I was sweet to her. She was nice. She was like, I had never seen her act like this a day in my life, and I was so shallow. And I was so genuinely. I don't remember exactly what happened after that, but I still like to this day I think about that and I go, oh, I seethe in anger. Oh, it's no, because genuinely, one, how are you gonna trust this girl that like I didn't know this until like literally decades later, or like literally a decade later. Like I was telling my mom about this, and she was like, "Oh yeah, her and her old because she had like 2 or 3 older sisters. This girl who was in my class, you're like, yeah." I guess when one of her older sisters was in my sister's class. So she was like, yeah, all of the kids have a habit of like doing stuff and like bullying kids and like just generally just kind of being bad people.
We don't fucks with.
And you know what's sad? It's probably the
Bears.
parent. It's probably the parents, and that's the sad part.
No, what's so annoying though is like to be literally that girl was literally 4 years old, push down someone. I go to help her up, and then she goes, "Kiwi did this." Is like insane. And on top of that, I just don't know what was going through the teacher's head to believe that, because like me and Andrea were like attached at the hip, like literally every single morning. Like we would stand in, like we would line up in the morning before going into our classes so that like they could like, I don't know, it was just a thing they did. So like we would go in the parking lot and then we'd line up in like our designated class because it was like by grade, so we go where our grade goes. So I usually be the first person there, and then like Andrea would usually also be there, and I would always talk with her and her dad, and we were always like talking and stuff, and like we were like the closest thing you could be to like best friends as like a preschooler, basically.
Shout out
teacher. Can we talk about like how like crazy it is hearing like people go to these like not public schools?
It is weird to hear about stuff like
that. No, literally, because I don't know anyone that's gone to like a not public school, like a charter school.
Now you do.
I guess a charter school kind of counts, but it's not as different than a public school. It's just harder to get into.
It depends on the charter schools, because like I've
around here at least.
Yeah.
But it's
there's
so
charter
crazy.
schools. Yeah, no, but there's charter schools that I've heard of being like more extra than private schools. Like there's some like extra charter schools out there.
But it's like so crazy hearing you talk about this stuff. I'm like,
Just
never,
stuff that we're not used
never,
to.
yeah, never in my life would I think a school would ever care that much to do that, you know?
For me, like I had a boys and girls club that I went to, but like
Huh.
it was weird because it was like you guys hang around in here and watch movies and sometimes play games, but then we go outside for some like recess essentially. And
Yeah.
apparently didn't realize this happened, but apparently without my knowledge or anything like that, apparently I pushed a kid off of the black wall essentially, which is like where the wood chips are, where they're
Yeah,
like
yeah,
enclosed.
yeah.
Apparently I pushed some kid off of that, and people swear by it. I didn't do it, but apparently like 13 people, I say 13, it's probably like 3.
It's just like
Apparently
a really
3
big
people
topic in your
saw that
town.
I did it, and I was just like, I didn't do that, and they were mad at me. They're like, no, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna think about what you did. And I'm sitting there like, I didn't do shit. What am I supposed to think about? Like, what do you mean?
I will say with my incident, I think the reason like the teacher was kind of like all uppity about it was because we are like little fragile kids.
You're a little fragile kid now. What do you mean?
Like at
Yeah.
although- but at the time we're like nowadays, I don't know, we'll be like they don't care that much, but I've literally one of my friends literally beat me up one time.
Sorry?
It's a long story. It's hard to
I
explain.
can't even say anything about that. I was supposed to beat up.
But like, well, like
Gotcha.
crazy stuff is that I feel like they care when you're in the younger grades and stuff, because when
Yeah.
you're younger, like the thing is, like you don't want your 4-year-old to come home and like
You
No,
don't want your
I don't want my 4-year-old to
home.
come home. I
Well,
want the bitch
here's
to
the thing.
stay there.
I think they are more overprotective of kids because first off, they're kids.
Yeah.
But they're also like very impressionable, and if they have bad experiences at school, they're gonna
yeah.
forever gonna think of school in that way. You know what I mean?
I still think of school
Mhm.
that way.
Me too. I had bad experiences in school though, so they failed miserably.
What a world.
Veronica's in my room tonight.
Shut up, Veronica.
Veronica.
Yeah, shout out. Veronica's my cat. Picture of Veronica on screen now.
I don't have a
Veronica.
picture of Veronica, so
Yes.
no.
Send you a picture of Veronica. Where is Veronica?
Here, I'm also
That is
gonna send you a
insane.
photo. It's not gonna be a Veronica. I'm just sending you a photo.
I don't think Gray's coming back.
Yeah, I don't know either. Where did Gray go?
I don't know. He said gotta go BRB. He said that at
Is it-
10:15.
realize-
It's 10:43
I
now.
didn't even realize bro left.
I
to
Is
be
it
was-
honest.
bedtime now? Is it bedtime now?
yeah. I mean, I think we've been recording for almost 2 hours.
Oh,
Just cut some
damn.
stuff. Yeah, that's pretty
Bye.
fine, Bear. All right.
Bye, Poopy Head fam. Like
you.
Doorman fam.
Yes, Sam.
Thank you for watching the Poopyheads podcast episode.
No, I think we should call
2.
them. I think we should call them low poopies.
Lil
gangsters.
Poopies.
Like
Little
low gain.
poopy
It's like it's
gangsters,
reference to
bro.
low gain.
Little poopy gangsters.
Thank you for watching, Lil Poopy Gangsters.
Yeah.
That's a word, but I guess we're sticking with it until something else comes up. Thank you, Lil Poopy Gangsters, for
Yeah.
watching this far. If you made it this
Yeah.
far,
I love little poopy gangsters.
thank you, Lil Poopy Gangsters. Gray will be back next
No, he won't.
episode. He's not dead, I swear.
I killed him.
Well, he's gonna be here part of He's gonna be here part of this episode in the final cut, right?
He will be.
No. We're gonna cut out everything that was great.
Every time Gray speaks, it's like just a straight cut off, so we just sit in silence for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching and listening.
Oh.
Bye. Say
Bye.
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 Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Okay.